Welcome to our channel. In today's video, we'll share 7 simple ways to learn English effectively. These easy and practical tips will help you improve your skills and become fluent faster. Let's dive in. Learning English as a second language can be difficult, but once you get the hang of it, it will be worth it. If you speak English fluently, traveling will be more fun. You don't have to wait for the latest best-selling book or Hollywood movie to be translated in your native language, and much more. So how can you learn English effectively? Here are 7 practical tips. Surround yourself with English-speaking friends to improve your speaking skills. 1. Study phrases, not words. When you study English, don't learn individual words. Memorizing them makes no sense without context. Instead, study whole phrases. Memorizing the meaning of words is much easier if you know what they mean and how they are used in a sentence. This is not just my opinion, though. The scientific term is collocation, and many scientists agree that context helps to memorize words more quickly. Words don't make sense if you don't learn them as part of proper sentences. 2. Learn by listening. Don't rely just on reading textbooks to learn the English language. Textbooks are great for teaching you about grammar and vocabulary, but they can't teach you how to have a conversation. If you want to learn how to speak English, learn by listening and not by reading alone. There are different listening strategies you can use to understand what is being said. When you listen more, you will pick up useful vocabulary words and phrases and grammar without even realizing it. Get a placement test. Before you start learning English, it is important that you find out what your level of English is right now. By knowing your starting point, you can make a better learning plan. For example, a comprehensive English program if your level is around intermediate level or lower, and a customized learning plan for upper intermediate level and above. At our language school, they ask every student to take a placement test before joining one of their English courses. 4. Prioritize quality over quantity. Prioritize quality over quantity in your language learning journey. Instead of trying to learn many new words in a short time, focus on learning one word thoroughly and repeat it many times throughout the day. This method prevents information overload, making it easier for your brain to absorb and retain new vocabulary. Repetition helps to cement the meaning of words and phrases into your long-term memory, so you won't forget them easily. For instance, when you learn a new word, use it in different sentences, practice it in various contexts, and incorporate it into your daily conversations. Write it down, say it out loud, and even teach it to someone else. By doing this, you engage multiple parts of your brain, enhancing retention and recall. This strategy ensures that your vocabulary is not only extensive but also deeply ingrained and easily accessible. Additionally, this approach allows you to fully understand the nuances and proper usage of each word, making your language skills more precise and natural. You will find that by mastering each word completely, you build a strong foundation that will make it easier to learn and recall more words in the future. This way, your learning process becomes more efficient and effective, leading you to fluency faster. 5. Learn grammar with point of view stories. Do you fear learning grammar? Grammar is there to help you say and write correctly, but it can get complicated. Maybe you don't even know the grammar of your mother tongue and still say things correctly. You can build the same kind of intuition in English by listening to short stories told in various tenses. This will help you improve your English grammar automatically and more naturally. For example, if a story starts with "I don't like banana, but I want to eat one," the other story should be "I didn't like bananas, but I wanted to eat one." 6. Listen and answer. Don't listen and repeat. If you want to improve your English, avoid the strategy commonly used by many English textbooks, which is to repeat after the speaker. While repetition can help with pronunciation, it doesn't engage your brain as much as actively responding does. Instead of mindlessly repeating words or phrases, focus on answering questions and summarizing what you've heard. For example, if you're listening to a podcast or video, pause it every 20 to 30 seconds and create a brief summary of what has been said. This method forces you to think about the content and comprehend it fully. Why does this work well? Because it makes you engage more actively with the language. Your brain needs to work harder to formulate an answer, which means it gets more exercise. When you summarize or answer questions, you're not only practicing your listening skills but also improving your speaking and comprehension abilities. This approach encourages you to think in English, enhances your vocabulary usage, and helps you become more fluent. Engaging with the material in this way helps to internalize the language, making it easier to recall and use in real-life conversations. Additionally, by summarizing, you practice paraphrasing, which is a crucial skill for effective communication. It also helps you identify key points and main ideas, improving your overall understanding of the language. This active learning strategy ensures that you're not just hearing the words but also processing and using them, which accelerates your language learning progress. 7. Don't fuss over the small details. Yes, getting your pronunciation right is important, as is improving your grammar and expanding your vocabulary. However, don't let minor mistakes discourage you or halt your progress. Learning a language is a gradual process, and perfection comes with practice and repetition. If you stumble over pronunciation, remember that consistent practice will eventually lead to improvement. Instead of pausing your learning and feeling disappointed because you think you couldn't pronounce words well, focus on the bigger picture. Keep moving forward and trust that mastery will come with time. For example, learn one new word a day. Over the course of a year, you will have added 365 new words to your vocabulary. This steady, incremental approach is more effective than trying to learn a lot at once and getting overwhelmed. Find ways to keep improving a little day by day. This could be through reading books, doing exercises with an English learning app, or signing up for an online English class. Each small step you take contributes to your overall progress. Remember, Learning a language is not just about individual components like pronunciation or grammar. It's about building a comprehensive skill set that allows you to communicate effectively. So, immerse yourself in the language daily, even if it's just for a few minutes. The key is consistency and persistence. By focusing on gradual improvement and not sweating the small stuff, you'll find the learning process more enjoyable and less stressful. Embrace your mistakes as part of the journey. They are valuable learning opportunities that bring you closer to fluency. Happy learning!